In a small village, a father watched his son waste his days doing nothing. The boy hated hard work and spent most of his time wandering around the village with no purpose. The father did not scold him. Instead, he decided to teach him a lesson in a different way. There once lived a father and his young son in a quiet village. The son disliked hard work and showed no interest in responsibility. Every day he walked around the village, chatting with people and killing time without doing anything useful. The father worried about his future, but chose not to argue with him directly. One day, the father called his son and said, "Son, take the clock from the shelf and bring it to me." The boy brought the clock. The father looked at it and said, "Take this clock to the market and ask everyone you meet, how much is this clock worth?" The boy went to the market and asked many people. One person said it was worth 500. Another said 1,000. Someone else said 800. Each person gave a different price. When the boy returned home, he said, "Father, everyone gave me a different price." The father smiled and replied, "Good. Put the clock back on the shelf." The next day, the father again asked him to take the same clock. This time, he said, "Go to the market and ask people, how much is the time inside this clock worth?" The boy felt confused, but obeyed. When he asked people that question, they stared at him strangely. Some laughed, some mocked him and said, "Why are you asking the price of time?" The boy felt embarrassed and sad. At last, he stopped at a small shop where an old clock repairer was working. When the boy asked his question, the old man put down his tools and said, "My son, time cannot be measured by money. You may have all the wealth in the world, but you can never buy back a second that has already passed. Time is precious because once it is gone forever. Everyone in this world receives the same 24 hours each day. The difference between people is how they use those 24 hours." Hearing these words, the boy felt something change inside his heart. He thanked the old man and ran home to tell his father everything. The father smiled and gently patted his son on the shoulder. From that day on, the boy's life changed. He stopped wasting time. He began to work hard and use each day wisely. He learned the true value of every minute and every second. Time is a free gift given to everyone, but it has no price because it cannot be bought. It cannot be saved, only used. Once it is gone, it can never be recovered. Success and failure are not decided by how much time we have, but by how wisely we use it. Now ask yourself, how are you using your time today? If this story made you think, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this lesson. Use your time wisely, because once it is gone, it will never come back.